Hi, it's Olga and thanks for joining me. Today I have used some Spellbinders dies from the latest release to create this fun project. It's a paper diorama that holds a plaster figurine. The dies I have used are Grand Arch 3D card, Nordic tree, phrase set 1, Wreath elements, little plants and Flourish stitch, that's an embossing folder. You can easily create a diorama or a shadow box template with this Grand Arch 3D card die set. Because I will need to die cut multiple pieces, I'm attaching all the dies one onto the other using the washi tape. This way all the pieces will be identical. These two dies are cutting out the side of the box, and I will also use the washi tape to hold them together. Now I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. I'm using Platinum by Spellbinders. It also has dust cover that has a pocket in it to hold all the plates. I'm building up a cutting sandwich and sending my dies through the machine. So now we have one side of the box with two tabs and some slits, and we also have one big panel with an open ornate arch. And then I'm going to cut out 4 more arches just like this one. I'm also going to need one plain arch, so I'm just using the outline die. This is what we are going to need to create a template. 5 arch panels, 1 plain panel, 2 side pieces. Before I assemble the diorama, I'm going to add some decorations. This embossing folder is called Flourish stitch. I'm placing my plain panel inside it and then running it through the machine to emboss. The sandwich guide is at the platform of the machine. This beautiful die is called Nordic tree, and I'm going to use it to create the background for my project. I'm going to die cut it once out of patterned paper and twice out of white cardstock. Now I'm going to stack all 3 pieces using some liquid glue to hold them. The colors I'm using here are very subtle and they don't create a lot of contrast. That is why I really need this added dimension to make the elements stand out more. And now this tree looks as if it was cut out of chipboard. So now I'm flipping it over, applying some liquid glue, and then I'm going to stick it on top of my embossed panel. I am positioning it in the center, closer to the bottom of the panel. I like using a large acrylic block to hold down the die cuts until the glue dries. This leaf die is from Little Plants die set. I have die cut it 5 times, and now I'm just going to twirl it around the trellis. And I'm securing it with the liquid glue at the wrong side of the die. I'm going to attach all 5 leaves in the same manner. I am attaching plants only to the front panel of my shadow box. All the remaining ones are going to stay plain. I have used this die from Wreath elements set to create 3 flowers, and now I'm going to stick them onto place with the liquid glue. I am using self-adhesive pearls to create the centers for the flowers. The label die is also from the 3D Arch set, and I have die cut it out of patterned paper. The sentiment is built up out of 3 die cuts, just like a background tree. So now I'm attaching it to the label. I'm applying a tiny bit of glue to the front panel, and then I'm attaching the label at the bottom of the arch. Now I'm done with the embellishments and I'm ready to assemble my diorama. The first thing I'm doing is I'm trimming these 4 small tabs only at the front piece of my project. Then I'm applying 1/8 of an inch double-sided tape to the narrow flaps of these side pieces. I'll do it to all 4 tabs. Then I will fold them along crease lines. The back panel also should have the tabs removed. And now let's put the box together. I'm removing the lining from one of the tabs and attaching it to the back panel. Remember that the slits should be positioned closer to the bottom of the box. Now I am attaching all the arch panels to the side of the box. I'm just pushing the small tabs into the slits and they fit right in, and then I'm slightly pulling the panel down until it aligns with the bottom of the box. Then I'm attaching the second side of the box. Once it's done, I'm going to be attaching the panels to the second side of the box. I'm doing it absolutely the same way. I'm pushing the tabs through and pulling them down slightly. To complete the box, I only have to attach the front panel. So I'm removing the lining, then I'm going to place the panel on top of the tabs and press it down slightly, making sure it's well aligned. The paper diorama is now finished, and the beautiful thing is that you can fold it and it's going to fit into a 6x6 envelope. This is what the finished project looks like. I have created it to hold a plaster figurine, but you can try other things to put inside it, like a small pot with a succulent or a cactus, or a mini vase with the flowers, or anything else you can think of. I really hope you enjoyed this project. Thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon.